Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Get Since 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational posts by me. The Queen is back at it again, as always, giving you guys the latest and good stuff. So this is going to be another song review for today, and I am here to review this R&B girl group from Philadelphia. The name of the group is called Good Girl, and the name of their single that they just released is called Misery. I just got finished listening to it a few minutes ago, and I like what I'm hearing. This girl group is talented, and really, like I said, I'm very excited for the future of like R&B girl groups, because it's been a while, people. Okay, it's been a while. All right, it's been a dry desert for the last, I would say, 10 years, because really, like I said, I think more than 10 years, really, because I grew up with my favorite R&B girl groups when I was little. So right now, I'm here, like I said, when I see this up and coming new generation having their own talented girl groups of their generation, it's like, we got to keep it going. We got to keep the tradition going in terms of like longevity, the appeal, the masses, and all that good stuff. Good Girl, they are really talented. They are underrated. I am aware of them. I have been checking out their music. So this record right here, Misery, it's a really good, pretty solid R&B, track. The production is really good. I love hearing their vocals. They can sing, they have harmonies, they're on beat. And one thing I love about like this group right here in particular, they're pretty much, into like their R&B roots, and they have that chemistry which really gels well together. And really, I do hear like that, bond and that like chemistry they have. It doesn't seem forced, and it's really refreshing to hear, girl groups, like I said, come back out to the swing of things, because really it's like this. It's about time for R&B to get to, support, girl groups right now. They're on their way emerging. I know it's going to take a couple of, years before they actually pop off. But hey, it happened to the best of the best from before. Like I said, the best of the best. It took years, for them to actually like really pop off. All that hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, tears, integrity, just being able to have their own lane in music. And what I really love about girl groups too, is that girl groups pretty much now, since like I said, the lane is open for this generation, we get to hear a variety. And Good Girl, pretty much perfect example, they fit that bill. So the record Misery is about, them expressing their disdain, their heartbreak, their heartache over, a guy that, they moved on from. And in the production, in the lyrics, the content, they're saying, listen, they're getting back their independence. They do not need the dude anymore. They moved on. He's from the past. He's the thing of the past. So pretty much it's bossed up, sassiness, and swag. So they're stepping their game up. And I really love, records like this, because listen, girl groups, they're going to talk about relationships, duh. So it's really good to see and hear, their own flavor, their own spin and twist onto this record. So it's really like the production to Misery. It's just like that really good R&B, hip hop, and just that influence as well. And I really like that, they are carving their own lane in music. And what I really do appreciate about Good Girl, it's like they're just starting out, and they're independent right now. Well, actually, they were independent. I found out they got signed to a record label, so that's a good thing, because like I said, nowadays some of these record labels, it can be 50-50, but it seems like they found a good, home, record label to really take them seriously and to market them and really make sure that, they are pretty much coming to their own as a group. Now, this is the thing that I'm very concerned about. And I know, like I said, I say this, I want the best for Good Girl. They are talented, but make sure that they got the right team around them, the right people, the marketing, and make sure they stay, they stick to their sound and also experiment with their sound. Don't be afraid to, like I said, be able to try different sounds in music and explore different sounds in music, because what I love about this girl group in particular, I do see them like having like that R&B, hip hop, alternative, and pop music, crossing over a little bit, but pretty much it's like really people nowadays are really missing like that 90s feel of R&B, and I do hear the 90s influence of R&B in this record, Misery, and I feel that as time goes on, Good Girl will continue to push through and put out music, and like I said, have a name for themselves and pretty much like leave their own mark. And I've always have said this, like I said, when it comes to talent, we do have to support them, and don't be afraid to, like I said, just support them, because really it's really up to us, because like I said, when it comes to like R&B and hip hop, talented artists, they're doing all the work behind the scenes. The fans must do their part in support. I like that, listening to this record, it does have like that, influence of like the 90s music, and then it has a little bit of like today's modern music. I do hear a little bit of like the R&B trap influence as well. I like the fact that, they're just being themselves, and pretty much their goal is to put out authentic music, which this record is authentic, and they want to be able to, like I said, make good music where they can connect with their audience and their fans. But overall, I give this record a 5 out of 5. I really like the record Misery, and that's all I gotta say, guys. So any Good Girl fans, let me know down below how you guys feel. Don't be afraid to tell me your thoughts, your opinions. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. And as always, stay tuned on the next episode of Get to Sense 92, Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace. Bye bye. And as always, y'all, this Super Saiyan is out.